This video is going to change everything. It is going to take your energy and your focus to the next level. My name is Joedispenza, and I hope you enjoy. Hey everybody, I'm really excited to have you here. We are going to be talking about how to increase your energy and increase your focus with food. And you will receive a complete 14-day guide to optimize your body and your mind. And the way this video is going to unfold is I am going to start off by just quickly giving you a bird's eye view of what these next 14 days will look like for you. And then after that, I am going to take you over to the actual guide that you will be following for the next 14 days. And we will review that so you know exactly what to be doing for the next 2 weeks to really take your physical and your mental performance to the next level. And I will show you how to gain free instant access to this guide whenever that time comes. So this video is going to be very comprehensive, so I need you to pay very close attention to everything I say. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel so you can receive more videos just like this one. Now, who is this video for? This video is for people who regularly experience an afternoon crash, where they wake up and they feel pretty good, but towards like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 1 o'clock, they feel just this overwhelming sense and this urge to, man, I'm exhausted, okay? So if that's something you are experiencing, please know that's not a normal way of life. That's not normal to feel that on a regular basis, and you're doing something wrong if you feel that afternoon crash every single day or really frequently. This video is also for people who just feel like their energy levels are low and they're having a hard time concentrating for long periods of time. If you feel like your thinking process is a bit foggy, this video is going to be incredibly valuable to you because we are going to actually fix it from the root cause, not by doing something real easy or quick, okay? This video is also for people who are already living a healthy-ish lifestyle. And what I mean by that is if you are somebody who is eating pizza every night, burgers and fries every single night, and you're constantly eating Doritos and Snickers, then this video is just going to be too advanced for you. But if you are somebody who already has a basic understanding of what foods I should be eating, and you're already kind of in the process of being a healthy-ish, then you are going to find this video to be tremendously impactful, okay? Also, this video is for people who are eager and who are willing to make positive changes in their life. Now, what are you going to get from this video? Okay, you are going to get a 14-day reset guide that will put you on the fast track towards feeling more physically energized and mentally dialed in and focused. And this 14-day guide will be broken down into 4 easy to follow steps. Okay. You're also going to get a deeper understanding of why you are currently feeling the way you feel and how to fix that. So many people are frustrated because they just don't know why they keep feeling tired or their mind is foggy. Well, I'm going to tell you why that's happening and also what to do to overcome that. Basically, you're going to learn everything you need to know to start the journey of becoming the healthiest and the most confident version of yourself. Now, some general guidelines that I must go over. First and foremost, this is not a quick fix. Like I said, this is a comprehensive guide, and this guide is not easy. If you're just looking for a pill to pop or a powder to shake and to drink down, then this is not the right video for you. But if you're willing to put in the work, you are going to love this. This is not for somebody who has all the answers and who knows everything there is to be known, okay? Now, you must be willing to question your deeply held beliefs, okay? Because the same kind of thinking that has caused the problem is not the kind of thinking that is going to fix the problem, right? That's the Albert Einstein quote. I know I just butchered that, but you must be willing to put in the work. That's all I'm trying to say. If you have that part covered, then I can guarantee you massive improvements. Now, if, however, you are not willing to put in the work, then I cannot help you, so please stop watching this video. Real quick, who am I? My name is Drew Diorsi, and I was voted Denver's #1 fitness and health coach by ClassPass in 2020. Okay, and I expect to win it again in 2021. They just haven't announced that. And I specialize in helping people who want to burn fat and build the body of their dreams by coaching them on becoming the healthiest and the most confident version of themselves. And I do this by having them start with the inner foundation and the mental framework needed to sustain a healthy lifestyle, and also by helping them develop a unique eating plan that fits their biological needs and their desires. And I am a man who is a firm believer that mindset is the most important thing when we're talking about any transformation. When you have the right mindset in place, it doesn't matter what technique you use, you will achieve your goals and be successful. Now, step 1 of the 14-day reset guide to optimize your body and your mind is all about identifying your current situation. And again, after I talk about this, I'll take you over to the worksheet and we'll actually do the work of identifying your current situation. But right now, just a bird's eye view of what to expect, okay? So identify your current situation. We have to get very clear with what you're eating, what you are doing, and how you are feeling mentally, emotionally, and physically. How much are you sleeping, okay? We have to collect this data for 3 days. And the reason we must do this is because if I gave you advice before deeply understanding where your current situation was, that advice would be futile, right? So we have to do the due diligence of collecting that data. And again, I will show you how to do that in the easiest way possible. Now, step 2 is identify your desired situation, okay? So we now know your current situation. Now, where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? Okay, I wrote that down 2 times. Or I'm sorry, what do you want to achieve and why do you want to achieve that? And who do you need to become to achieve that? How do you want to feel, right? And again, I'll show you how to create this clarity in that worksheet that I will give you access to. Okay, so step 1 and step 2 is all about identifying your current state and then your desired state, right? So we are not in our desired state yet, and that's obvious, that's clear, that's something we have to be honest about and have compassion with ourselves about. Now, the next step is identifying, okay, what's going to take us from our current state to our desired state, okay? What is it? What do we need to do? And that's what we're going to be talking about now. Step 3 is all about making the necessary adjustments, okay? This is where we must eliminate added sugars, and I'll explain in detail why here in a moment. This is where we must eliminate highly processed foods, and we must be buying more organic when possible. And I'm not going to get too depth or too detailed about why we should eat organic, because I've made an entire video about that and how eating organic speeds up your metabolism, your energy, your ability to focus, and your ability to burn fat. And if you want to gain a better understanding of why we should be eating organic, then just go to my most recent videos and you'll find it there. Okay, we also need to reduce our caffeine intake, and I'll explain why. And we should probably as well develop a pre-sleep ritual. And I'll explain to you, or I will give you the best sleep hygiene tips here in a moment. Okay? So first and foremost, sugar is slowing you down. And if you eat sugar on a regular basis, you are in the process of really harming your body in a very, very detrimental way. You see, a 2013 study in the Journal of American Heart Association provided strong evidence that sugar can affect the pumping mechanism of your heart and could also increase the risk of heart failure. And half of the people that are diagnosed with heart failure, they die within 5 years. It's real simple. Less blood flow equals less energy. And sugar causes less blood flow. Okay? A 2012 paper in the journal Nature showed evidence that sugar and glucose in large amounts can affect a toxic, or can have a toxic effect on the liver similar to that of alcohol. Now, furthermore, sugar increased the risk of several of the same chronic conditions that alcohol was responsible for. Things like heart disease, liver disease, colon cancer, just to name but a few. Now, if you think that your slim nature keeps you immune from sugar causing liver damage or heart disease, think again. A 2013 study found that liver damage and heart issues can occur even without excessive amounts of calories or even without weight gain. Now, sugar may also accelerate the aging process. A 2009 study found a positive relationship between sugar consumption and the aging of our cells. Okay. Now, this aging can be the cause of something as simple as wrinkles, more wrinkles on your face, to much more dire chronic diseases like the cancers or the heart disease or the liver disease. Now, there is evidence that sugar may also affect the aging of your brain. Okay. A 2012 study found that overconsumption of sugar was linked to deficiencies in memory and overall cognitive function and health. Okay, so eliminate sugars, and again, I'll get into real detailed ways of how to do that, what to be looking for here in a moment. Now let's talk a little bit about caffeine. Okay, caffeine can stimulate you into overdrive and can negatively affect your sympathetic nervous system so much that you are pushed into adrenal fatigue. And adrenal fatigue is where you actually feel drained throughout the day. You drink more coffee, you feel more drained, okay? And you're never really able to get quality rest. And adrenal fatigue can happen easily after just consuming more than 1 cup of coffee a day for a prolonged period of time. So it's not hard to hit that breaking point where your sympathetic nervous system is working overtime and your body begins to break down because of it. Your energy levels begin to slow down because of it, okay? Now, when caffeine is allowed into your body past a certain time, your cortisol levels stay really high, and they counteract your body making enough melatonin for you to actually get to sleep on time, which is obviously going to affect your energy levels and your mental performance the next day if you're not able to get in that quality sleep. Okay, and again, I'll explain to you how to reduce this if you're consuming a really high amount in that 14-day guide. Okay, now, again, step 3 was all about making those necessary adjustments, and I'll also get into real detailed work on that pre-sleep ritual for whenever we gain access to that guide here. Okay. Now, step 4 is really about taking it to the next level. This is where we introduce supplements, okay, and I'll share with you my favorite supplements and why you should be taking them. This is where we introduce breath work so that we're able to get out of that sympathetic state into the parasympathetic rest, repair, and digest state so that our body is actually able to function at a high level day after day. And then also meditation, okay? Meditation helps incredibly so when it comes to focus, okay? I recently read somewhere that the average attention span of the adult is 8 seconds. That's the average attention span. The average attention span of a goldfish is 9 seconds, okay? And that's not because we're not biologically inclined to be stupider than a goldfish. It's because of the environment that we live in. It's because of the habits that we allow ourselves to partake in. And we can easily take that 8 seconds and put it to 10 seconds. We can easily put that 10 seconds to 30 seconds to a minute through meditation. And I'll share with you some easy ways to incorporate that into your life, okay? Now, I want to share with you some supplement advice, but I also wanted to share with you this pyramid of body transformation before I talk about supplements, because unless you have the foundation in check, the supplements will be futile. If your mindset is incredibly negative, if your nutrition is terrible, if you're not moving your body 3 to 5 times per week, if you try to take supplements, you will fail, okay? Because you don't have that strong foundation. You're missing half of the pyramid, and eventually you will tip over and fall over. So the supplement advice is only going to be helpful after we've completed all of those other steps that we will get into great detail on that coaching program. So vitamin B12 is really, really important. It improves your mood and cognitive function. It boosts your energy by preventing megaloblastic anemia, which is really the reduction of red blood cell count. And we need more red blood cell count to feel invigorated throughout the day. And vitamin B12 does that. Also, omega-3 is high in DHA. And DHA is one of the most critical nutrients for your brain function. And people who are regularly consuming a high amount of commercially farmed animals or fish, they have a huge imbalance of omega-3 and omega-6. And when you have more omega-6 in your body compared to omega-3, and there's a huge gap, your cognitive function goes way, way, way down. And there's plenty of research to back that up. So if you want to do your own research, you can do so, and I welcome you. Vitamin D, it's going to boost your metabolism, it's going to reduce mental fog, and it also increases mitochondria energy production, which is really the building block to every function in your body. And so many people are deficient in vitamin D. I did not get the statistics on that, but I did get the statistics on magnesium. 75% of Americans are deficient in magnesium, okay, which is crazy, and this is a byproduct of commercially farmed produce. Magnesium is going to boost your exercise performance. It's anti-inflammatory. It fights depression. It reduces insulin resistance. So when you eat carbs, you don't go way up or way down. And magnesium is a part of 600 plus biological mechanisms in the body. So if you are one of those 75% of Americans, 600 biological mechanisms that are happening in your body all day, every day, will be poorly performed. Okay. Now, if you want more specific guidance, you can learn more by going to judyorsi.com/bodylifemastery.com or by clicking the link underneath the video you're watching. What I want to do now is I want to quickly guide you through this complete 14-day guide to optimize your body and your mind. And I really encourage you to download this guide and to print this off. And the way you do that is by going to the description down below of the video you're watching. Okay, there's a link that says if you want to download this guide, click it, and then I want you to click it, type in your email, you will receive immediate free access to this guide. All right, we are back. My camera froze for just a moment. Just to reiterate what I was saying before my camera froze, I encourage you to download this worksheet, and you can either complete this worksheet on your own laptop after you download it, or you can print off this worksheet. And the way you do that is go to the description down below the video you are watching, click the link, type in your email, and you will immediately receive free access to this worksheet. And once you open up this worksheet, if you want to type in your own answers to the questions, all you have to do is go to the top left-hand corner where it says File. You click File. You bring your little pointer down to make a copy. You name it whatever you want, and then you click OK. And after you click OK, you will be able to edit this worksheet on your own laptop, or you can print it off and just write in your own answers. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go through what your next 14 days are going to look like. Okay, so remember, step 1 is all about identifying your current situation. And the instructions are: answer the following questions each day. Collect data for 3 consecutive days. Okay, you are going to check in with this worksheet in the morning, in the afternoon, and the evening for 3 consecutive days. Each time of the day, you are going to answer a different set of questions. For example, in the morning, how many hours did you sleep? Okay, and let's add another. How was the quality of your sleep? Let's add that right now on the fly. Okay, how many hours and what was the quality like? Okay, was it good? Was it bad? Let's scale it from 1 to 10. Okay, boom, great, coming up with great ideas on the fly, baby. 1 to 10, 1 being crappy, 10 being oh my goodness, I slept so great all the way through the night. Okay, how many hours did you sleep? What was the quality? Scale it from 1 to 10. Question number 2, how are you feeling right now? Any mental, emotional, or physical sensations? If you notice them, write them down. And what are you going to be eating for breakfast? Okay, write down the food that you are going to consume and also any beverages. Okay, and then you will check in the afternoon around 12 or 2. answer the following questions, and again once more that day in the evening. And you will be doing this for 3 consecutive days. All right. Now, step 2, you do not need to wait for 3 days to complete step 2. In fact, I encourage you to do it as soon as you possibly can so we can really clearly define our desired situation. And step 2 is 5 questions that will help you identify what you want, why you want it, who you need to become to achieve it, and what your ideal life looks like. Okay? That's what step 2 is all about. And this is where you really have a ton of fun in creating your best life, what I call the 2.0 version of yourself. This is where we identify the 2.0 you. And I encourage you to do that as soon as possible, okay? Day 1 of the 14 days, you should have this completed, okay? Also, step 3, do not wait for 3 days to make this into or do not wait for 3 days of collecting data to incorporate this into your life. You should start this today, okay? Foods to avoid, highly processed food, also sugar. And this is a list of common sugar that is thrown into most food that you find in the supermarket. So take a look at that, and we want to be avoiding that because we don't want our mind and our body to be slowing down, right? So reduce your sugar intake or avoid sugar. Foods to limit, caffeine and non-organic produce in animals. You should be consuming organic as often as possible. And again, if you want to learn why I'm saying that, go watch my previous video. Okay. Foods to enjoy. Choose organic when possible, whole grains, meat, fruit, veggies, beans, basically everything that is a whole food, which means it comes from the original source. Okay. So those are the adjustments that you make starting today. And from here, I want you to also develop a pre-sleep ritual. Okay, your pre-sleep ritual will begin 30 to 60 minutes before you lay down. And I want you to write down, boom, here we go. I don't need to write that. Example, perhaps it's drinking herbal tea, taking a cold shower, deep breathing, etc. And then I went ahead and shared with you the 12 sleep hygiene best practices. So quickly read through those and then answer this question right here. Write down 3 to 5 things you want to be a part of your pre-sleep ritual. Again, this is another thing you start on day 1 of your 14-day journey. Okay. Now, step 4 is all about taking it to the next level. Okay. This is where we focus on our breath work to relax our body and our mind, because so much of this feeling of fatigue comes from just not properly breathing and just being crazy in this sympathetic fight or flight state. And breathing properly allows you to drop into a parasympathetic state. And I added this link. If you click this link, it will take you to this free app. Okay, at least there's a free trial for like 2 weeks or so. And it helps you breathe better and live better. And this is one of my go-tos, okay? And I really encourage you. I don't get any paid services for sharing this. I just love it, and I want to share it with you, okay? Also, meditation. Again, so many people are unable to think clearly simply because they have an 8-second attention span. And that is the byproduct of habits and our environment, okay? So we should get in a habit that is going to really exercise our focus muscle, because focusing is just a muscle that we either use or we don't use, and if we don't use it, we will lose it. So again, I added a link to Headspace, which is how I started my meditation journey, and it's just so good. And I encourage you to sign up for that free trial. And then the supplements that I had mentioned, okay, I added the link to my favorite for every single supplement. I encourage you to check them out and follow these steps for 14 consecutive days, and you will notice a huge improvement with your physical and mental performance. Your energy levels will skyrocket, your ability to think clearly will skyrocket, and you will have a huge advantage over the stressed out, unfocused, tired masses population. And if you're interested in my private mentorship program, where I work with you one-on-one, you can schedule a free coaching consultation, that's my British accent, with me today. Click here to schedule your free coaching call. And when you click there, it will take you to this link, and you'll just simply select a time that works best for you, okay? And then we'll hop on the phone, we will diagnose your current situation, and together we will create a game plan that will produce dramatic results, dramatic success in your life, okay? Now, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, give this a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me, and please subscribe to my channel. And I know this video was very comprehensive. I'm not the one to try to be entertaining. I'm the one to be here to change your life, to be a catalyst for growth. So thank you, and also you're welcome. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.